For me, I'd like to start with the term therapy. There are many types of therapy. There is talking therapy, music therapy, art therapy, shopping therapy, retail therapy. Hands up if you've done retail therapy. We've all done retail therapy. Therapy basically is a model by which we make the mind or we make ourselves feel better. So how do I make myself feel better? Well, I might buy something, I might listen to some music, I might do some art, I might go and talk to somebody. And if talking, the benefit of talking is what talking therapy does is it brings into the forefront of the mind, into the conscious mind, that which may have been impacting or affecting you at an unconscious level. So let me try to explain what that means. The way to characterise the mind is in two parts. There is a conscious part and an unconscious part. The conscious part of the mind is that which we know we are doing now. So for example, I know I've got my hand in front of the face, I know I'm recording a video at the moment, I know there's a car just gone past, I'm conscious my phone's here and that's switched off so that I don't get any interruptions during making this video. So I'm conscious at any one time of between 4 and 7 things. Now the other side of the mind is the unconscious mind. What can we do unconsciously? Well, what am I now doing unconsciously? I'm breathing, I'm doing that unconsciously. I'm thinking about what I'm saying, but I'm doing that consciously. But the construct of the language and the words is unconscious. I'm not looking at a dictionary to check that all these words are words. I'm actually growing my hair. My hair is now growing, and it's my unconscious mind that's making it grow, just like it's making my hair grow. And it's generating my posture. I'm unconsciously sat this way. I'm not unconsciously sat this way, I'm consciously sat this way. So you can see those two chairs, which are my counselling and therapy chairs. But anyway, unconsciously we do millions of things all of the time, and the fact that it's unconscious means we don't know we're doing it. And what we can also do is we can learn unconscious things, so we can actually develop things that become unconscious. How many of you can drive? If you can drive, when you first started driving, it was an entirely conscious process. Doing the gear and the steering thing and the looking and the mirror and the signal of the mover and all that stuff we were taught. It was every single micro step had to be managed consciously. But what happens is, as we become competent in something, it becomes an unconscious activity. So now, if I said to you, in some cases, how did you drive here today? You can barely remember the journey. You can certainly probably not remember each gear change and each glance in the mirror and each leaving on the door or whatever you have to do while you're driving. So that's an example of a learned behaviour that can become an unconscious activity. And if you simplify it to swimming, riding a bike, driving a car, any of those things, then you can imagine that you can develop unconscious behaviours that by their definition are unconscious, so you don't particularly realise you've got them. But these could be behaviours which are not necessarily beneficial or advantageous to you. And what we do, we're in a counselling, coaching, therapeutic and interventional space, is we try to bring those unconscious behaviours and processes forward into your consciousness, so you observe them objectively and subjectively and kind of say to yourself and say with me, well, wow, I do that, or that happens in these situations, or this trigger delivers this outcome and this event, this outcome and this event. So what you realise is perhaps things that you were told or taught, particularly things you were taught, and particularly things you were taught by what you might call respected figures, so typically your parents, your school teachers, your mentors during your early formative parts of your career and your teenage years and so forth. Those things which you learned at a conscious level become part of your unconscious personality. And it's not until you bring them back into objective consciousness and look at them and then decide, is this behaviour helpful, appropriate, suitable, necessary for me to fulfil myself and perform my daily tasks? So counselling, coaching, intervention, therapy, psychotherapy, all of these phrases and terms, in my opinion, centre around looking at your behaviours and how your behaviours integrate with your emotions and how your emotions and behaviour affect your performance and ultimately your results. So that's my introductory video. If there's anything else you'd like to know, then just pick up the phone, give me a call. It's Paul Roebuck, 07838 371155, or you can email me, or you can just go on my web, which is paulroebuck.co.uk. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.